Hello again, YouTube. This is Dr. Kendo, and I'm here with Move or Die Day Friday. This is where I create mods in this game, Move or Die. So, of course, you see Spongebob Squarepants. Yes, and of course Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and Patrick as well. I have made these character mods. Whenever there's a character mod in this series, I have made it. I will be very clear if somehow I didn't make it, but I don't think I'm going to showcase anybody else's mods as far as characters go. Level mods, you know, I've downloaded some level mods in other episodes, but I don't believe that we'll probably not play any level mods here. I don't know. We'll see. But we are doing Blowback and Vertigo, and I'm playing as Mr. Krabs. And I'm just doing awful. I mean, that was just terrible. And there goes a victory for Squidward. And so, I love these little mods, and this is interesting that I chose SpongeBob because it was actually, you know, I had picked Spongebob Squarepants as the mod that I was going to do. It's based off of you guys, your suggestions. So, you know, you should suggest things in the comments, and basically I will run with it and create various mods. I can't get to every single one of them, but I can get to a lot of them, and so whatever you request has a chance of getting made. So anyway, someone had asked, I think it was a week or two ago, about a SpongeBob mod, and that was definitely one I wanted to do. And these AI bots were really stupid right there, just running into each other until they met their demise. And I am terrible at blowback, as you guys know from other commentaries that sucked. And, yes. So, what I was saying, though, was that the reason that it's interesting that I picked SpongeBob at this time in particular is because the Splatoon Splatfest, which is going to be happening while I'm at PAX East. There's actually an announcement I have about PAX East in just a little bit, but yes, the Splatfest that's going to be happening that weekend, what's that, the 23rd and 24th of April? That actually is SpongeBob versus Patrick themed. So, you know, Splatoon picked that. I didn't, you know, make my mods. I, of course, uploaded the video afterwards, but I made my mods well before that announcement. And so I had decided to do them either on Sunday or Monday of this week. This week, of course, started out with Sunday was April 10th, Monday was April 11th. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, when I chose SpongeBob, they choose SpongeBob. So I don't know. I mean, just in close proximity. Theirs is going to be next weekend. But yes, we're playing two different matches now. We're just going to be doing Stomp and Cleanup Crew. And it looks like we've just gotten Stomp so far. That was an epic Stomp, Teleport Stomp. I'm playing as Mr. Krabs again. It's all the same lineup and whatnot. Stomp is another one I've never been great at. I'm just decent. And Patrick, it looks like Patrick's already taken the victory. He got it both times. So good on ya, AI bot Patrick. And we'll do another matchup since these were kind of short, and especially that last one ended up being very short. So we'll do that. We'll do the mutators again, for those who are not familiar with Move or Die, especially in recent times, semi-recent times. There was an update to Move or Die that added mutators in, and basically mutators is it just does this little sort of wheel of who it's going to pick that's going to choose the mutator, and you can choose between 3 mutators. I chose Jetpacks this time. We did double jump in the last game. But yes, Jetpacks, this will be interesting on this. This is actually a downloaded jump shot level. I should have realized that jump shot insanity level. I have given credit in the past when I first used that, so of course I've given credit to the creator of that. And Ghost Scare is one that I almost never do, this mini game right here. It's basically that we're all invisible, but you're trying to scare the other people by pressing X. When you do press X, though, you have to be careful because it will reveal your position, like it just did for me right there. But sudden death came, and I was the winner of that, so that's okay. And it zoomed in on me, and I'm all invisible like a ghost. But I did just want to say, of course, when PAX East is going on next weekend, that will encompass Friday is going to be one of those days. I will not have a Move or Die mods video, so that is next Friday, April 22nd. We're going to be taking a week off from Move or Die Day Friday, so just know there will not be one next Friday. It's all good. We'll be back the Friday after that. But of course, I create all of these mods in Photoshop, and since Move or Die has very rotund, kind of marshmallow or minion-shaped characters, I try to create my mods somewhat within that style, although these SpongeBob mods, I didn't make their bodies like extremely fat or anything like that, but we just tried to, of course, give them the stubby legs and stubby arms, so you see that SpongeBob's arms were cut more than in half, you know, just to give him tiny little arms like Brains, the source character right here. You see me in Photoshop turning on and off certain layers. Well, there is the layer for Brains right there, and of course, we cut his legs down to size, pretty small small as well. So other than that, for SpongeBob, it was just a lot of different layers, you know, like his top layer was separate from the bottom layer where his pants are and whatnot, and then his arms, of course, are a separate thing. And just like Patrick here, there is a number of layers, but one of them is, of course, his head is different than the torso right there, and then his two arms, which we shrunk down to size, you know, kind of cut them in half. So basically to do that, you know, whenever I am creating this and I want to make the arms or the legs shorter, I will often just sort of use the select tool or like the lasso selection and just move the arm over itself, you know, cutting its size down often more than in half. Because if you see, the character that I always seem to start out with is Brains. That's his name from Move or Die, but you can sort of start off with a lot of the default Move or Die characters that you want to start off with. To me, Brains is just sort of one of the most neutral that, you know, I don't have all the expressions and things like that will get in the way. They would all be excessive and would show up in weird spots and stuff, so I don't use Joe or anything like that. But of course, you notice that with every single mod character that I do in this series, and everybody should do this when they're creating mods, is you want a more inflated or fatter version, that rounder and fatter version of each character, and then you want your normal character, because in certain games like Blowback, which you saw earlier on in this video, Blowback is one of the examples. You know, you press X to inflate, and so the character needs an animation for his inflated body, his or her inflated body, I should say, and so that's why I create the, you know, fatter, rounder version or whatever. That's whenever you're going to be making your own mods, you should do the same. Otherwise, when they do the Blowback game or the Sugar Rush game, any of those that require the fatter animation, they will just be invisible, like they won't even be able to be seen if you don't animate or put in that rounder, fatter version. Does that make sense? Well, alrighty. I hope it does. So I will catch you guys on the next vid, which of course is going to be Friday, April 29th, not 22nd. I'll be at PAX. But check out DKCgaming.com to see some of the PAX stuff from PAX East that we're going to write about. Okay, and thanks for viewing. I'm running out by like there's nothing wrong. If I could do, I'd say come on. I'm balling status like Nintendo, keeping it under wraps. And they call me Dr. Kendo, I've been known for wicked raps. I can do